Hello, and welcome to Quiet English with Jacque. This podcast was formerly called English Your Second Language. Here, I speak slowly and clearly for English learners and for anyone who enjoys quiet, relaxing stories. Take a deep breath and let's continue our story. We are on The White Heron. This is part 3. Outside, the forest waited quietly for morning. The night was still. No wind moved through the trees. No sound disturbed the soft darkness. Sylvia lay awake for a long time. She could not sleep. Her thoughts returned again and again to the young hunter and his question. Where was the white heron? She had seen it. She knew where it lived, and he had offered her money, $10, if she would tell him. $10. It was more money than she had ever held in her life. She thought of her grandmother, of their small home, of the simple things they needed. The money would help them. It would make life easier. But still, she could not sleep. At last, in the quiet of early morning, Sylvia rose from her bed. The sky was still dark, but the first light of dawn was beginning to come. She dressed quietly and stepped outside. The air was cool and fresh. Forest felt different now. Not dark and mysterious, but gentle and waiting. Sylvia stood for a moment and looked around her. Then she made a decision. If she could find the white heron again, if she could see where it truly lived, then she would know what to do. There was one place in the forest higher than all the others, a tall pine tree. From the top of that tree, she could see everything. The woods, the fields, even the distant sea. Sylvia had never climbed so high before, but this morning she felt brave. She walked through the forest, her small feet moving softly over the ground. The birds were beginning to wake. A few gentle sounds filled the air. The world was coming to life. When she reached the tall pine tree, she stopped and looked up. It seemed even taller than she remembered. Its trunk was straight and strong, reaching high into the sky. Sylvia hesitated. For a moment, she felt afraid. Then she thought of the white heron, and she began to climb. Slowly, carefully, she pulled herself upward. The bark was rough beneath her hands. The branches grew thinner as she climbed higher and higher. The ground below became small. The forest spread out around her like a great green ocean. Still, she climbed. Her arms grew tired. Her heart beat quickly. But she did not stop. At last, she reached the top. She found a place to stand, holding tightly to the tree, and then she looked out. The sight before her was beautiful. The sun was shining, and soft golden light spread across the land. The forest glowed with morning color. In the distance, she could see the shining water of the sea. Everything felt quiet and full of wonder. Sylvia had never seen the world like this before. And then she saw it. a white bird moving silently through the air. Graceful, calm, beautiful. The white heron. It flew across the treetops and came to rest on a branch nearby. Sylvia watched it, her heart full. This was its home, this quiet forest, this peaceful place. It belonged here. For a long moment, Sylvia did not move. She simply watched. The bird stood still, as if it were part of the morning itself. And in that moment, Sylvia knew. She climbed down slowly from the tree. The journey down felt longer than the climb up. Her arms were tired, her body careful and quiet, but her heart was calm now. She understood what she must do. When she returned to the house, the sun fully up, her grandmother was awake. The young hunter was there too. He smiled when he saw her. "Did you find it?" he asked. "Do you know where the white heron lives?" Sylvia stood still. For a moment she said nothing. She thought of the money. She thought of the bird. She thought of the quiet forest. Then she shook her head. She would not tell. The hunter waited, but Sylvia did not speak. The secret of the white heron remained safe with her. And so the bird lived on, free in the quiet woods. Sylvia had chosen not money, not reward, but something deeper, something quiet and true. And the forest kept its secret. Thank you for listening to Quiet English with Jacque. If you enjoyed this story, please return again for more quiet reading and gentle English. Please share and comment and subscribe. Until next time, with a new story, God bless.